Hi everybody, I'm back again with another video. I think this is my first Hot Toys video of the year, and what I'm showing you here is the Iron Man Mark IV suit. This isn't the worldwide release suit, so it's not the one that was released in Hong Kong and around the world. This is the one that Hot Toys released for the China market. It doesn't have as much as the worldwide release version, and I'll go over that in a second. It's quite different. It's not as good, in my opinion anyway, and I'll compare it up against the Secret Project figure. Yes, the colour variation is different, but the Secret Project version is what you get with that one is exactly what you get with the worldwide release of the Mark IV. But we'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in a little while. So what does this figure come with first? It does have the usual light up features of the mask, the arc reactor in the chest, and the repulsor blast in the hands. So it does have that. The stand that I've got him on, he doesn't come with. This is the, I think it's the stand from the Mark VI. I just got him on that because I thought it looked good. But this is the stand that he comes with. It's an updated stand. It's different from the ones that you get with the worldwide release. And all he comes with is these extra 4 hands. So you've got repulsor blast hands. You've got 2 of those, left and right, and 2 fisted hands. And obviously the articulated fingers. And that is it. That is all he comes with. The main differences, we'll go over the suit first, so I'll just bring him forward so you can have a better look. The first thing that strikes you is that there's no battle damage on this figure. On the worldwide release there were scrapes and chips and that out of the armour. This one is clear. And if anybody's wondering, yes, it does have the pink pants syndrome that the worldwide release suffered from. This one is starting to get it. It's not as bad as my Mark IV that I used to have, but I expect that will probably get worse over time. There is a little trick that you can use to get rid of this. The way you get rid of the pink pants syndrome is you take the legs off, pull this centre part out. Be careful though, because it is glued in the crutch, so gently pull it out. You get nail varnish remover and you rub over the whole of the paintwork on this. It goes from red to silver. There's a silver paint underneath, then it goes back down to the red plastic underneath, so you've got to rub that all off. It takes a while, and then you get like a nail polish gloss, and you rub over the whole of the crutch with a nail varnish gloss, and it brings it back up to the colour very, very similar to the rest of the body. So that is the fix that you use. There are some videos on YouTube, so check them out. The other main difference on this figure, if I spin it round, you've got these countermeasures here. Now on the worldwide release you could actually twist them slightly and they would pop out. This one you can't, they're just fixed in. So that is another huge main difference. On the back, he does have the flaps that come up, same as the worldwide release, but I don't know if I can. It's just tipping forward a bit to get a bit of light on there. Can't quite see it, but underneath, on the worldwide release, you've got like a silver mesh covering that. On this one, you don't get it. So that's a little detail that's missing as well on this one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean the paintwork is really nice on this figure. It is essentially the same figure. The chest part does pop off as well, so you can see the underneath of the chest, so that's the same as a worldwide release. The other main difference is, if I move over to the Mark IV Secret Project, there he is in all his glory. With the other version, you get this stand, plus there is I haven't got it with me at the moment, it's stored away somewhere, but you do get a second stand with this with the worldwide release of this figure. It's like a big square stand that's got a see-through pole you can have him standing on, and I believe it does light up as well. The other main difference is, see, the hands are the same, but you get, with the worldwide release, you get the Tony Stark head sculpt. Obviously the glasses on the other one are red, and you get the neck piece that you put it on, to put it on the figure. You also get, if I just bring him forward, I've got to hold him because it's a bit unsteady on the bed here. These armour here on his arms, lower arms, there you can see the chip work on the paint there. They are detachable. And you replace it with these. So you've got, this is for both sides, you've got left and right, you've got 4 individual pieces with the little rockets on. And it does say underneath, somewhere on there, there's an L or an R. There's the L there. So you know which side to actually put them on. So you get 2 sets of these for his left and his right arm. And also, with the worldwide release, you got a donut box with a donut inside it as well. So that is the main difference between the 2 releases. So this is just a bare bones release for the China market. I'll give you a good close-up view now of the figure. So if you have got this on order, I mean, Sideshow I think have still got some. It's way overpriced. To me, it feels fake, but it isn't. It's because of the lack of accessories, I think, and the extra little bits of armour that you put on. But as you can see, the paintwork is pretty damn good. And it's, if you really want a Mark IV, it is the cheapest one to get, if you're really desperate to get a Mark IV suit. But I would hold off. I'm thinking of selling this one because Hot Toys have just announced that they're releasing a Mark V diecast, and I wouldn't be too surprised, well, I'll be very shocked actually if they don't re-release a Mark IV diecast, because a lot of people are after a Mark IV. For me, it is the best suit from Iron Man. These do flip up as well, same as the other Mark IV, but again, these don't have the little mesh inside. They're not as detailed as the other release. But if you're after a cheap Mark IV, or cheaper Mark IV, shall I say, because none of these figures are cheap, this is definitely one that you should maybe consider if you're not too bothered about the lack of extras. So I'll put the put a little pause in here, and I'll put the Secret Project up against him, so you can have a look at them both together. Just try and get it to focus a little bit more. There we go. I know it's not a good way to compare them, mainly because of the colour, but as you can see with the bodywork, they are basically identical in body, but this one just feels a lot cheaper to me. I'll turn the Secret Project round, lift the flaps up so you can see the mesh, hopefully see the mesh that's inside the flaps. Okay, there you are. You can plainly see the bits of mesh. There's a major difference between this one and the other one. Yeah, I don't like these. You're never going to see the back of the figure really anyway, but it would have been nice if they made a little plug that you can just put over the top to disguise that, but I'm not too bothered because you're not going to see the back end of this one. This one obviously didn't suffer from the paint fade. And oh, there he goes over. I'll leave him on his front, and I'll lift the back of his leg up here. Stand him up again. A little bit more detail in there than there is on the other Mark IV, but not a great deal of difference between the two. And I found with this one, when you lift those back flaps up on the legs, they come off quite easily. So I'll just put a little pause in here and have him standing up again. So yeah, there you go. I know it's a bit brief, but there's not a lot really I can tell you about this figure. Really, it is a bit of a letdown for me. When I saw the pictures on Sideshow, this figure, it just looks so much better. But then I guess when they do their pictures and that, they always make it look better than what it actually is. But it is a bit of a letdown for me. I did used to have the original one. I sold it. This one I will never sell because I love this paintwork. But yeah, that's it for this figure. Just a little update on me, basically. I'm cutting down on buying Hot Toys now. It's just getting way too expensive. Way too expensive. I had a bit of a shock when I looked at my bank account the other day, and it gave me a kick up the arse, basically. I was buying too many figures, and it's easy to do that in this hobby. It's so easy to get in debt. So if you're new out there to this hobby, I will do a video after this one, maybe the do's and don'ts of collecting Hot Toys figures, or these high-end figures. There have been a few people that have done them in the past, but I'll do my take on it from my experience anyway. So that'll be coming up probably next. But as I said, I'm cutting down on figures. I had a load on order. I've actually cancelled quite a few now. I'm still going to get figures from the Avengers line, the Marvel line. Probably still going to get Black Panther and a few of the others like that. And the odd Star Wars one. But really, I am toning down. I've sold a few figures off out of my collection as well, just to get me back on track with my bank manager. Put a smile on his face. And there's possibility that a couple more will go. As I say, I might be selling this one. When this video goes up, it probably will be up for sale on eBay. I'll probably only ask about 175 quid or something like that for it, which is a little bit lower than what it is actually on Sideshow. I think it's about $235, $240 on Sideshow. So 175 British pounds is probably around about the £210 mark. So you're getting it a bit cheaper. $210 mark, sorry. So yeah, there you go. My first Hot Toys video of 2017. A bit of a downer, a bit of a bad start. But I will be doing some more videos later. I've got some civilian versions of the Avengers that I've got come through. I've got Scarlet Witch and Steve Rogers. So I'll be doing a video on those two very soon. So as always, thanks for watching. Take care and see you guys on the next video. I'll just do a zoom in view before I leave. There are some slight subtle differences in the armour, but nothing that you'd really notice. See you on the next video.